Hey man, glad you could make it.
We are here for another episode of Before You Buy, where we provide straight-up gameplay and our initial impressions of the latest game releases. I, J.Carter, apologize for sounding a little different as I am currently under the weather. However, I couldn't resist dragging myself out of bed for the highly anticipated Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac, the third installment in their Spider-Man game series. Before we dive in, I must disclose my extreme bias as a huge fan of Spider-Man and someone who has played every Spider-Man game, including the good, the weird, and the broken ones. Insomniac has consistently delivered exceptional games with their previous two installments, albeit with a few minor complaints. And once again, they have managed to impress with Spider-Man 2, although there are still a few minor issues. This game sets itself apart from its predecessors by offering a less emotional experience, and instead, focusing on bombastic, comic book-like action. It pays homage to the late 80s and early 90s Spidey comics, featuring over-the-top heroics, intense action sequences, and formidable enemies. While it may not have the same initial impact as the first game in terms of story and presentation, it still delivers an absolutely incredible experience overall. Now let's delve into the details. It's important to note that we have been playing a review copy provided by Sony, and the footage you see has been captured on the PlayStation 5, showcasing the game's different graphical modes. I have made every effort to keep this footage spoiler-free, but I must warn you that there are some exciting surprises right from the beginning of the game. Other video reviews may reveal more, so proceed with caution. Overall, Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac is a remarkable addition to the series, offering an abundance of gameplay and cool features. While it may not surpass the initial impact of its predecessor, it still manages to captivate players with its thrilling gameplay and memorable moments. As a fan, I'm excited to share that there are some surprises in store for you in Spider-Man 2. The game takes place a few months after the events of Miles Morales and features both Spider-Man in action. However, their heroics are interrupted by the arrival of Kraven, Harry Osborn, and Venom. I won't spoil the story, but I will say that it is effective and engaging. Gameplay-wise, the loop is similar to the previous game. You progress through the main story missions, while also completing open-world tasks like finding collectibles and taking down enemy bases. However, these tasks have been streamlined and made less repetitive. For example, stopping car chases is now a quick and easy task that can be completed in a few seconds. Overall, Spider-Man 2 offers solid Spider-Man gameplay with small quality-of-life improvements that make a big difference. The collectibles are more interesting this time around, and the story is engaging. As a fan, I am excited for you to experience it for yourself. There are numerous side missions in the game that have intriguing sub-story ramifications, making them enjoyable and engaging rather than mere busy work. These missions provide a sense of fulfillment and add value to the overall adventure. Additionally, this time around, there are compelling side missions that contribute to the actual story, some of which may surprise players. These missions are often lighthearted, sweet, and simple, yet they offer stronger diversions compared to the typical task of clearing enemy camps. In fact, some of these side missions have their own self-contained stories, featuring familiar characters and unexpected surprises. Similar to previous games, the enemy factions play a significant role in the side objectives and activities. Although there are not a wide variety of enemy factions, there are two main ones and two additional ones on the side. One of these factions can provide a satisfying level of challenge, adding a positive level of stress to the gameplay experience. However, it would have been even more interesting if there was one more solid and fully developed enemy faction to further enhance the game. Nevertheless, the main enemy faction in the game offers a diverse range of enemy types, ensuring that players face different challenges throughout their journey. Moving on to the main missions, they are truly exceptional. They capture the essence of Spider-Man's adventures, combining slower moments with characters, puzzles, and intense boss battles. These missions also feature impressive set-piece spectacles that players would expect from a game of this caliber. Some of the boss battles provide a surprising level of challenge, resulting in moments where players may find themselves struggling more than anticipated. While these games are typically known for their ease, the level of difficulty in certain boss battles adds an element of excitement. Moreover, there are awe-inspiring moments on screen that leave players in disbelief, particularly when it comes to the Venom-related content. These moments truly showcase the game's incredible visuals and thrilling gameplay. In conclusion, the game offers a wide range of enjoyable side missions with intriguing sub-stories. The enemy factions, although not extensive, provide engaging objectives and challenges. The main missions deliver an exceptional Spider-Man experience, combining character interactions, puzzles, and intense boss battles. The game's visual spectacle and surprising moments further enhance the overall adventure. The language used in the original text is informal and unprofessional. Here's a revised version. In terms of gameplay, combat in the latest Spider-Man game remains largely unchanged. However, the The addition of power abilities from Miles Morales on one trigger hold, with face buttons mapped on the other side for on-the-fly use of Spidey gadgets, is a significant improvement. Whether you're playing as Peter or Miles, you can use powers to great effect, such as zipping enemies up in the air, stun-locking them, or unleashing an AoE attack. Peter's powers are dependent on his spider arm tech or symbiote powers, while Miles gets a big cinematic electric blast wave that clears the map. Another notable addition is the parry, which allows you to deflect certain enemy attacks back at them. While it's not strictly necessary, it does add some variety to the combat, especially on higher difficulty levels. The skill trees in the game are also well designed, with separate trees for Peter and Miles that offer different avenues for their respective abilities. However, it would have been nice if the characters felt more distinct from each other than Peter having the symbiote. Overall, the game is still centered around comboing enemies in the air and using triangle circle finishers, but the added suit abilities and suit tech tree help keep things fresh. The tree offers various traversal abilities and upgrades, enhancing the overall experience. While web swinging remains a personal favorite method of navigation in video games, it has received some enjoyable additions for dedicated web swingers. Notably, the animations in this game are absolutely incredible, with characters appearing more lively and expressive as they swing around. Moreover, players can now build momentum and traverse the city at a faster pace compared to previous games. The game emphasizes quick city exploration, loading the environment swiftly and showcasing their evident pride in this aspect. One of the most exciting ways to swiftly move through the city is by utilizing a large loop, allowing players to fling themselves to great distances if executed correctly. Although the camera angles and physics may feel slightly awkward at times, the overall experience remains cool and enjoyable. Additionally, players can employ a slingshot yank and release technique to gain even more speed. Furthermore, executing a hard right or left turn swing enables the character to swiftly change direction by yanking themselves 90 degrees, facilitating corner turns. By holding the button for a longer duration, players can even swing horizontally around objects like flagpoles, although this maneuver may feel slightly unnatural, as the character can perform it indefinitely. Nevertheless, these new tricks prove useful in specific situations and add depth to the web swinging mechanics. Furthermore, players can utilize the web wings, also known as the wingsuit, to enhance their speed and maneuverability. Unlocking fast travel is possible by spending time in each district, and it offers a visually impressive and rapid means of transportation. However, the web wings serve as an in-game fast travel option, providing an even faster mode of transportation. The game is exhilarating when played in short bursts, allowing players to swiftly navigate areas where traditional web swinging is not possible. Additionally, it offers the option to glide through wind tunnels in the city, propelling players at a higher velocity, creating a sensation akin to being Superman rather than Spider-Man. This streamlined method of traversal proves particularly useful for efficiently maneuvering through the city and swiftly crossing bodies of water. However, personally, I still prefer the classic web swinging technique, as I am an ardent fan of the traditional web slinging experience. The city itself has undergone significant expansion, with new areas such as Brooklyn and Queens being added. While these additions may not be entirely accurate representations of their real-life counterparts, they do capture a certain charm and uniqueness. The overall cityscape boasts more intricate details, increased traffic, and a wider variety of architectural designs. Moreover, the inclusion of different time settings and weather effects, along with a vibrant color palette, significantly enhances the overall visual experience. From a technical standpoint, the game performs exceptionally well, loading times are minimal, and fast travel is seamless. The game offers both a performance mode and a fidelity mode, catering to players with different preferences. Furthermore, for those with a 120Hz TV, there is an additional 4D mode, further enhancing the immersive gameplay experience. Overall, the game successfully creates a fully fleshed-out rendition of New York City, complete with bustling bridges, flowing rivers, and a sense of grandeur. None of the modes demonstrate significant compromises to my naked eye, except for frame rate. I experienced only 2 crashes during my extensive 30-hour gameplay, which was my sole complaint. The only potential drawback for certain individuals could be the Mary Jane sections. These sections were criticized in the previous game for disrupting the pacing, but personally, I didn't mind them. However, in Spider-Man 2, the reintroduction of Mary Jane sections feels considerably less innovative. While some argue that these sections hinder the pace in the previous game, I still found the activities involving Mary Jane's story intriguing. In this installment, however, these sections feel generic, with only one standout moment and the rest leaving me with a sense of repetition. Although it is not a major aspect of the game, it is a negative aspect that I could identify. With that being said, I genuinely appreciated the development of Mary Jane's story and character arc. There are some compelling elements present, and this sentiment extends to all the characters in the game. There is one particular aspect from the previous games that I wish had been further explored, but overall, I believe the developers did an excellent job of incorporating Miles into the Spider-Man narrative, featuring classic villains, and introducing refreshing changes while maintaining the intriguing relationship between Miles and Peter, particularly through nuanced interactions. Ultimately, what I want to convey is that while the original Spider-Man game, in 2018, left me emotionally invested by the end, Spider-Man 2 left me exhilarated, exclaiming, "Hell yeah, dude, the action in this game is mind-blowing. The spectacle is extraordinary." I don't want to come across as excessively enthusiastic, but as a devoted Spider-Man fan, I can confidently say that I am extremely satisfied with this game. This is a preview of Spider-Man 2 before its release. We've provided some pros, cons, and personal opinions, and we're eager to hear your thoughts in the comments. Share what you're expecting from the game and what you plan to do once you're in the open world. We'll be discussing Spider-Man 2 in more detail in future videos, so stay tuned. If you found this video helpful and enjoy seeing gameplay and gaining insight, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.